Okay, so today I want to make a bushcraft chair or a stool or a bench or all three, because we have our little camp spot called Melody Mountain up here, but every time we come up we got to take the quads to haul our chairs and all our cooking stuff to have a camp out, which is fine, but sometimes I like to just come for a day hike instead of taking the quad. But then I gotta carry a chair up, and I don't want to start leaving chairs and stuff up here. So I want to make a bushcraft style chair or stool with what we have around that I can leave up here, and it looks bushcrafty like everything else, like our eventual shelter and her jungle gym. I think we'll start with the stool. I'll head into this area. I call this area Home Depot, kind of where I gather stuff to build. Cut that tree down New Year's Day for firewood. I need something that's thick enough, well, as thick as my wrist, should be lots to support my weight, and it's nice and straight. This tree right here looks about perfect. And then with the extra that I don't use, I can use that as well on the shelter. And I'll just take this part of the tree so that this part stays alive. I think I'll go back and get my hatchet to limb these branches off. It's nice out here in the spring. It's not too thick, you can see around. In another month you won't be able to see all those logs and stuff laying down over there, so it's good to make a mental note of where there's some firewood close by and some birch bark, like right there. Maybe I'll gather some now since I'm over here. I'll be starting a fire soon enough to make some lunch for everybody. This is a good score right here. Mental note of this stuff too. This stuff smolders. If you light it on fire, it'll kind of just smolder and make a lot of smoke. That's good for when the bugs come out, because next month they'll be crazy. Spider. Should be enough right there. Okay, so I want to make a tripod, and then I want to find a rock that's rounded on one side and flat on the other to sit in the tripod, and then I can sit on top of that. But I don't know how to measure how high I want to sit. I know I'm not a lounger. I like to be upright, stoke the fire, or cook. So I guess this is my height right here. Maybe I can kind of measure with this. And then it's going to stick out. And then sink into the dirt. There'll be a little more. So I guess I want it about this long. There's a boat the length up to my knee. and some. I think that's about right. I never built one before, but that should work. So we'll go with that measurement. Right about there, I think. One. Okay, I have my 3 logs, all the same height. I think that's the right height. I guess we'll find out. Now we just gotta lash these together and find a stone to sit on top. So now we're gonna lash these 3 pieces together. Start with your pieces together. Try and get them as close together as possible, like this. So we're going to start by tying our paracord or a string or whatever kind of cordage you want to use to one of these. Now, you got to go down a bit. I'm going to have my stone in there, but you don't want to go down too far, so I'll need a really big stone. I think I want to be about right here, and you can tie this knot however you want. Simple overhand knot.
Dad did it.
Now that you got your rope tied to one, make sure everything's about even. We're going to start lashing these together. You want to keep everything tight, but see that? You don't want them to pop up. And everything to stay even. This rope feels pretty strong. I'm gonna go around, I think 4 times. Now, that's the lashings. Now we gotta start the frapping. So you want to start going through here. Now, this part you want to be tight. I'll work that in there. Make sure everything's even again. Well, it's okay if this is kind of loose. But this next step, you want to make sure everything is very tight. And I'm going to start to tie these lashings tight. Like I said, as tight as you can. I think I started off with a bit too much string. That's okay. Very tight. Now, to tie this off so everything stays tight, I can just tie it right to this one here. I got a little room to work with. And I think I'll just do a clove hitch and then a safety knot on that. Oh, you can tie it to this guy too. Okay, let's see if this supports me. Definitely support my weight. That's not bad actually. That's the exact height I like to sit at. It's pretty solid. It's dug in to the rock. But I think I can find a better stone than this one. And I could tell it has a tendency to slip out. Maybe we'll tweak the design just a little bit. Let's go scout out a rock right that way. That's where all the rocks. There's some rock over there. Let's go look up here. Turn that one over. Is it flat on one side? Turn that over.
This one?
Yep.
Yes!
It's a little too small on the flat side. Oh, it's flat on that side.
Finally!
That might be the perfect rock, guys. Okay, so the kids helped me find this. I think this is the perfect shape. Round on this side to kind of sit in that tripod. Nice and flat on this side. A little bit dirty, but that's okay. We're in the bush, and after it's out here in the rain and snow, maybe it lasts years, maybe it breaks today. Who knows? I think this will work. If not, there are lots of options. I could come find something else. Okay, so yeah, it was slipping out. I put another lash here to tie all three together, and I found a better rock.
No.
And now it's solid, and it's the right height. It's perfect for me to light a fire or cook right here, and it's something I can leave up here and doesn't look like trash or man-made stuff around the campsite. Now, let's get a fire going, cook some lunch. Now that I got my stool, perfect to sit on and cook. Now, I forgot my spatula, so I had to go ahead and bushcraft one real quick. Does the job. We will survive without the spatula. And I forgot my pestle mortar. So make do with what you got. Now, along with the spatula that I forgot, I also forgot tongs. So I just quickly made these. This will work perfect. My stool is perfect for cooking. Look at these. Lunch is all done. We'll clean up our cast iron. Let's get into this boneyard Billy. Oh yeah. I don't care who you are. You gotta have ketchup with grilled cheese. Or build cheese. Well, only other thing that can make this sandwich better Ice cold beer. See you next time.